Hello and welcome you in the third lecture of series of laws of chemical combinations. In the first lecture we discussed law of conservation of matter. In another video, law of constant proportion or law of constant composition, and in the current lecture I'd like to tell you about the law of multiple proportion. The law of multiple proportion, it was stated by the British chemist John Dalton in 1803. This law is also considered as basis of Dalton's famous atomic theory. So let's see what's the statement of law of multiple proportion. I'll write here first of all statement, and simultaneously I'll give the its illustration explanation also. The statement for the law of multiple proportion is when two elements chemically combine together to form two or more compounds. When two elements combine together to form two or more compounds. This is the half part of statement. Then ratio of masses of interacting elements are simple whole number. This is the statement. Okay, please note it or take a screenshot. Then I'll give explanation of it. Then let's see what it states. When two elements chemically combine together. Let's have a simple example. First element carbon and the another element is the oxygen. What will happen if carbon and oxygen will combine chemically? There will be a formation of carbon monoxide, and another possibility is that there should be a formation of carbon dioxide. These two chemical compounds can be formed. Now what this law states, when two elements chemically combine together and to form two or more compounds, in this case we are getting the two compounds, that is carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide. Then this is the main part here start. A ratio of masses of interacting elements. Which are the interacting elements? Of course carbon and oxygen. I'll write here carbon and oxygen are the interacting elements. So in first case, what should be the mass of interacting ratio of masses of interacting elements? Suppose we have 1 mole of carbon monoxide, 1 mole of the carbon dioxide is get produced. So 1 mole of carbon correspond to the 12 gram, 1 mole of oxygen, atomic oxygen correspond to the 16 gram. Ratio of masses of interacting elements. Understanding? So in the second case, once again ratio of masses of interacting elements, carbon mass 12, oxygen mass, single oxygen 16, two oxygen 16 plus 16 means 32. So how much is the ratio of masses of interacting elements? 12 as to 16, 6 as to 8, and that is nothing but 3 by 4. Okay, and here what is the, how much is the ratio of masses of interacting elements? 12 part carbon and 32 part oxygen is there by mass. So 12 as to 32 is nothing but 6 as to 16, 3 as to 8. I hope up to this you understood. Ratio of masses of interacting elements are simple numbers. Okay, so here we have the first ratio, this one 3 by 4, second ratio 3 by 8. So whatever the ratio of masses of interacting elements we are getting, that ratio is in simple numbers, means 3 adds to 4 and 3 adds to 8. Can I write like this? 3 by 4 into 8 by 3. This 8 becomes numerator and 3 will remain as a denominator. So 3 and 3 get cancelled. 8 by 4 is nothing but 2 by 1. So the ratio of masses of interacting element is how much here? It's a 2 as to 1. Correct? In another word, we may say that same amount of carbon if we consider. Suppose we have the 12 gram of carbon in first case, 12 gram of carbon in the second case. The amount of oxygen which reacts with the same amount of carbon is in the ratio of 2 as to 1. Correct? Here 16 gram of the oxygen is reacting with 12 gram of carbon. Here 32 gram of the oxygen is reacting with the same amount of carbon. Okay, so this is about the first example, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide. Let's understand with second example. Okay, the second simple example, which should I take? Water. Let's consider hydrogen and oxygen. Can you tell me which compounds will be produced when hydrogen and oxygen combine together? There will be a formation of H2O and H2O2. Okay. So ratio of masses of interacting elements. Oxygen is one element, hydrogen is another element. What is the atomic mass of oxygen? It's a 16. Hydrogen 1. 2 hydrogen correspond to the 2. So ratio of masses of interacting elements is nothing but the 8 by 1. That is nothing but the 8 we are getting here simply. In second case, what we are getting? Oxygen atomic mass 16. 2 oxygen correspond to the 32 divided by 2. That is 16. Okay. That is nothing but the 16 upon 1. That is 16. So ratio of masses of interacting element is how much? 8:16. That is nothing but the 1:2. Is it clear? Now, in another word, what should I say? Suppose we have the same amount of hydrogen. First case 2 gram hydrogen. Second case we have the 2 gram of hydrogen. And amount of oxygen which react with the same amount of the hydrogen to form the two different compounds. So that amount of oxygen is in simple whole number ratio. So here 16 gram oxygen combines with 2 gram of the hydrogen, and here 32 gram of the oxygen combines with the 2 gram of hydrogen. So 16:32, that is nothing but the 1:2 finally. 1:2. Limitation is that this law of multiple proportion, it is applicable for the simple molecules, it is applicable for the many molecules, but it is applicable for the simple molecules. For the polymers, okay, and the molecules in which isotopes of the elements, varying elements, they are involved, for them we can't apply it. Okay, and many molecules which are having the higher molecular mass, for them also it is not applicable. And many times what happens, suppose we have the example of decane, C10H22. This is decane, and here we have the undecane, C11H24. Correct? Alkane, it is decane, undecane. Both are the alkanes. Now in this case, the 100 gram of the carbon react with the 18.41 gram of hydrogen. Here 100 gram of carbon reacts with the 18.36. Okay, here 18.46 and here 18.31 gram of the hydrogen. Now when we determine the ratio of masses of interacting elements, carbon to hydrogen, that we determine, so we are getting the ratio will become 120:121. As a homework you may solve it. So we should not say that ratio is the small ratio. In the earlier cases we have seen 1:2, 2:1, sometimes 3:4, 2:3, like that ratio will get, that are the small ratio. But can we say this is the small ratio, 120:121? So like that ratios also we may get. Okay, or practically we got. So these are the limitations, some limitations, but it is applicable law. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.